Broadcast is live. Okay, we're ready to roll.
We are live. Hello, everybody. I am
Now-
Dave Mamano, and I'm here with the great king of sales, Jeffrey Gitomer, Little Red Book of Selling. If you haven't heard of him, you've been living in a cave for a long time.
You've been under a big rock for an extended period of time. And what we're trying to do is to get a few people to come on and say, hey, there's private chat. We're going to go to live comment so that if anyone does decide to come on, we've been on for 37 seconds already. We should have 5,000 people. But for whatever, hi, Zoe. For whatever happened, we're live. Mamano figured it out.
Sweet.
I did. So I want to thank, first and foremost, I want to thank Jeffrey and his lovely bride, Jennifer, who about an hour and a half ago told me about StreamYard.com, which allows you to live stream on all your social media. And even I figured it out all by myself after dinner and a glass of wine. So thanks for teaching me about StreamYard. I appreciate it.
It's a pretty great piece of software because it will allow you to take all of your social platforms and put them into one, assuming that you're okay with LinkedIn. And maybe you're on LinkedIn. I don't know if you are or not.
No, it said I wasn't approved yet. It's there. I guess there's still limited users. So, but we're on my Facebook accounts. So, and YouTube.
And you can do Twitter also, but Jen says that Twitter people are weirder.
Yeah.
So
I don't use Twitter too much. I'm in love with Facebook and LinkedIn. I don't know. I guess everybody's in love with their own social media, right?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
But I think now with the evolution of the new normal coming upon us, that more people will be StreamYarding than ever before. Evidenced by the fact that people in Rochester are already using StreamYard.
You just created a verb out of StreamYard. You said we're going to be StreamYarding. And if you remember, the original company that became a verb was Xerox out of Rochester, New York. We're going to Xerox something. We're not going to make a photocopy. We're going to Xerox it.
That's true. It has become a verb, and Google is now a verb as well.
That is true. I'm gonna Gitomer this sale. I'm gonna start that.
Okay, cool. That's very good. So the challenge for your people is, and this, by the way, when you're finished with this, it will go up on your Facebook page so that anyone who hasn't seen it can actually click it and review it.
Oh, beautiful. I like
Pretty
it.
Cool, huh?
Well, we're doing a great ad for StreamYard. So, I'm enjoying it. Maybe I'll start a daily radio show on all my social media through StreamYard.
David, do you have any outside light? Are you using lighting of any kind?
I am not actually. I just have a chandelier above my head, but I don't have any professional lighting. Why, do I look pretty good?
Yeah, you do.
No, thank you.
Look better than me, but I haven't turned the lights on.
Yeah. Well,
when Frank comes back, she'll turn the lights.
When you give a compliment, it's I gotta write that in my diary tonight.
It's as backhand as it possibly can be.
Was there sarcasm in that? No.
Lit by chandelier.
Yeah.
But for those who might be tuning in and wondering what the hell these two people are talking about, we're going to be doing a webinar, actually a live broadcast of what's going to happen with what was formerly known as the Rust Belt. And we're going to turn it into the Gold Belt. Well, I won't have anything to do with it other than to give a talk about it, but what's going to happen is manufacturing is going to return to the United States of America. And what area is more ready to accept new manufacturers than a bunch of empty manufacturing plants and a bunch of people that are pretty damn good at making anything that ranges all the way through upstate New York? I mean, you've been to the Bosch and Lombs and the Xeroxes and the Eastman Kodaks and the Carriers and all the places that have gone south or gone away. But those families still remain, those that haven't moved to Florida. And if you're looking for a great job, if you're looking for a great economic opportunity, or even if you're just servicing companies that will be coming in manufacturing, this is the place to be. And this webinar is the place to learn about what to do as we recover. The pandemic is here, but it's going away pretty quickly. People are rebelling against your brilliant governor. and
No,
they're
no
doing
sarcasm.
huh? No,
No,
no, no, no. How you guys elect him is one thing. Why you guys elect him is a whole other thing. You know, in New York, it's vote early, vote often. And if you have any dead relatives, we're counting them too.
Right.
But I think that the circumstance of people wanting to get back into the economy and get back into business and get back into life are going to supersede all of that stuff once they realize that the Constitution is for freedom,
Yes.
not for lockdown.
Yes.
And this is the first time that healthy people have been locked down and quarantined. Usually it's somebody's got the measles or the mumps.
Yep.
Or the chicken pox. Let's quarantine those people. But healthy people, yeah. So people are walking around all week like this.
Yep.
I'm not one of them. I am in the old group though, that if something happens to me, I die, so I just stay home.
Yep.
But you who are listening are all on some form of restriction. And that restriction is going to go away. Okay. Then what? And if you're in sales, how will you emerge in a better way than when you were put down? What have you been doing? You've been on video, you've been on Zoom, you've been on every kind of social platform that you probably were not well versed at before, and now you're getting better. I'm partnering with a company called AnyVoo. Let me show you. AnyVoo is a background.
Oh, wow.
That if you're home and you're in a 1-bedroom apartment or a small house or a 2-bedroom apartment, you can call AnyVoo and they will send you one of these, which is a background.
Oh, cool.
And you put it, and it looks like you're professional, and you're right in front of your unmade bed.
And you just tape it up, whatever behind you.
No, you don't tape it up. It comes with a whole stand. It's a whole system.
Oh, really? Okay.
And it's pretty amazing. So we'll put that in the show notes when we do our seminar. People will be able to get 2 or 3 different things.
Yeah.
About how to embed an email how to embed a video into an email, about how to put on a show, about all the things that you can do right now that will make you look a hell of a lot more professional as you go about your virtual business, because you will be going about your virtual business.
So we don't do like a fancy recording studio anymore. You got StreamYard, you got the background.
We're in it. We're in our recording studios.
I know.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah.
Well, it does, but you need lights.
Yeah.
And so the challenge that you have in any of these kind of things is, are you willing to adapt to the technology? Well, first of all, will you adopt it? Mm-hmm. Second of all, will you adapt to it? And third of all, will you use it in a way that will just take, for example, today I have to drive from Buffalo to Syracuse, which is about as far as you can drive in that Rust Belt, correct?
You could go all the way to Albany, actually.
Okay. But it's a 4-hour drive.
Well, from Buffalo to Albany, yeah, it's about 4.5 hours, right?
Okay. And I'm going to see one person, maybe 2, and then I'm going to drive back. My day is done.
Right.
Or I can go virtually. I can meet them virtually. I can meet one guy at 8 o'clock, one guy at 9 o'clock. Now I still have from 9 o'clock until 5 o'clock to do my business.
Right. On Zoom or whatever, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be making, and I'm not going to say it's going to happen all the time, because sometimes you just have to meet face to face.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say it's going to happen 50% of the time.
Right. Because we got better.
And that 50% of the time has to be learned, and you can learn it if you come to our Gold Belt webinar. Because I'm going to talk to you about how you can deliver a virtual sales call and be purchased. Have the person so excited that they want to buy from you.
Yeah.
It's going to double your revenue, or at least double your opportunities to double your revenue.
Yeah.
If you choose to take it. And a lot of companies are going to insist on it. And a lot of customers are going to insist on it. I don't want somebody coming in my office.
Right. Yeah.
I can meet 5 guys virtually.
Yep.
And I'm going to pick the person I like the most,
Yeah.
or I'm going to pick the person who's the most creative. So I'm going to talk about creativity and what do you need to do in order to be able to be slightly different than the other guy. What's your game plan?
Yep.
So I'm going to give you an example. You're going to meet. You live in Rochester and you want to meet somebody in Buffalo, or you want to meet somebody in Syracuse. Do you have to get in your car? No. It's a couple hours drive either way, correct?
Correct.
Back and forth?
Yeah.
Okay. Why wouldn't I call a local coffee company and tell them, please deliver a gallon of perfect coffee to my customer and a mug and some cinnamon buns? Okay, that's going to cost you $100, maybe $50, depending. Tip, whatever.
Yeah.
Is that going to be surprised?
You're going to stand out. You're going to stand out like crazy. And now he's going to have your branding too, right? I'm going to send him an Avanti mug. I'm going to put some coffee. I'm going to put up some coffee.
Now you're talking.
A bag
now
of
you're
coffee.
Talking. You pick your coffee shop. You send them a dozen mugs in Syracuse, in Rochester, and in Buffalo, and in Albany, or whatever other town, Binghamton, whatever.
Utica. Don't forget Utica, right?
I don't want to forget Utica, yeah, or Cooperstown.
Cooperstown. Yeah.
I don't want to forget Cooperstown.
Yeah, baseball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and Lake Otesaga, which is like,
isn't it gorgeous? I know, beautiful.
It's gorgeous there, yeah. And
I love that you know so much about upstate New York. I mean, I think you secretly want to live here, you know, at least in the summer.
Well, no, but I wouldn't mind being I wouldn't mind having a room in Lake Otesaga the second week in October.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. You're right. The fall, beautiful leaves. Absolutely. Yeah.
And I have my buddy Dave Winfield, name dropping, sent me a lifetime pass to Cooperstown.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
That is
so
awesome.
I have one of those.
So you stay at the Otesaga Inn, which is gorgeous.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's like a great Gatsby hotel. Yeah.
It's a total hidden treasure.
Yeah.
So now you have an ability to make a cold call, literally, bring coffee and never show up.
Yep.
You show up on screen. Has the coffee arrived yet? No. Wait a minute, somebody's at the door.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe you just texted the guy to show up.
Well, it'd be cool too even if you mail it to the receptionist and kind of time it with her. Okay, bring it in now. You know?
The challenge is you can use your creativity to have a meeting that you've never had before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never. So I'm looking at this from a standpoint of, okay, what are you doing and how are you doing it? And do you have the ability to be a little bit more creative than the other guy and gain a competitive advantage? I refer to it as a creative advantage, not a competitive advantage, because if you have a creative advantage, you have both.
Yeah.
Creative and competitive.
Yeah.
Because the guy's saying, wow, and he's looking around and the other vendors don't have that. So now you're in a great position to quit traveling, be more memorable, and make more money.
Yep.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, yeah. You could even do something creative in your background. You could, have something like maybe the logo of the company. We love the name of the company behind you. Stand out a little bit more. You could do a lot of different things, right? I heard the latest thing is people are judging people's Zoom backgrounds. What's in their background? What's it look like, right? Yeah. That's kind of like like a designer Zoom background.
However, that's a virtual background, and if you're wearing the wrong color, you disappear.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like a green screen, right?
With AnyVoo, it's a real background, and you can print it both sides, so you can have one side with your company logo and one side with the Eiffel Tower if you want it.
Yeah, I know.
And so you have the capability of looking real, and you're going to be at home anyway.
Yeah,
the thing puts together in about 5 minutes.
Cool.
It's first quality. It's just unbelievable. And
well, if you send me one, I'll advertise it.
I can't send you one, but the CEO of the company can.
All right. Sounds good. I will promote that out.
Huh? Yeah, well, I mean, it's not going to be as nice as your wife's picture behind you.
Right.
But it will have the Avanti group behind you, and that's a piece of brand.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. So
Like, I know you and I love you, but I don't always associate Avanti with you. But I would say that you have Avanti there, which looks very similar to the logo style from the Avanti car. And now you have a picture of the car and you're ready to roll.
Right. I do want to get a car. When the world opens back up, I want to get an Avanti car and do like a tour across the country, a speaking tour in an Avanti car. That's a whole nother story. So, Jeffrey, I want to talk about you because you came up with this idea, the Rust Belt turning into the Gold Belt. And your whole thinking behind that was, that, this whole area was a manufacturing hub, right? Food, auto, Eastman Kodak, Xerox, Bosch and Lomb, et cetera, Carrier. Beer, Genesee. Genesee's still cooking, which is great.
Right.
Any beer.
That's because beer stays.
Beer, you can't drink beer over the internet. You can't have beer over the internet, right?
Exactly.
So Genesee beer,
Genesee is drinkable beer. There's not many beers that are drinkable. Genesee is one of them.
It's good. It's the 6th largest brewery in the country right now. So how do you like that?
Wow.
Yeah. But your idea was, people are mad at China, and they're going to be more and more angry as this goes on. And we're not going to want to do as much manufacturing over there anymore. We want to bring it home. We want to bring it back
we're
to
not
America.
going to do any manufacturing over there. China is dead.
Yeah.
Now, maybe other countries will get some of the manufacturing business as a kind of a door prize or a spiff or something to, give them throw them a bone. But I can promise you, every drug we make will be made here.
Yeah.
Every important component part for every engine, for every computer will be made here.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that's critical to operations of businesses or of individual solo practices will be made right here. So you're looking at equipment, you're looking at tools, you're looking at dental products or medical medical devices. Dude, they're going to be made right here.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at what happened with ventilators.
Mm-hmm.
We had to empower the War Powers Act to get General Motors to switch to make ventilators. Now they're making the hell out of them. It's going to be a profitable industry for this country, but look what we had to do to get it.
Right. Yeah, we had to enter a pandemic, right?
I'm telling you, companies are going to come back. First of all, the president's going to require it.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the War Powers Act for another 6 months. You think he's not going to say, dudes, I don't care where you're manufacturing stuff, bring it home.
Yep.
Okay, boss.
Yeah.
And people will pay the extra money.
Yeah.
Then some of the other little things that you get.
We'll see that it's worth it. We'll see that it's worth it instead of having to go through something like this again.
What you're going to see is made in USA or even made in Canada will be much more acceptable than made in China. Made in China is actually going to become a swear word.
Mm-hmm.
Where's it made? China. No, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want it. I just don't. I don't trust it.
Yeah.
Those people are. Well, let's just say they're not fair. That's the nicest thing I can say about them.
Well, and to turn that into a benefit for Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, Binghamton, Utica, Albany,
right,
et cetera, is we have these factories. A lot of them are shut down. They're vacant. They're dormant. Let's turn the lights on and let's get them going again. We already have the know-how. We have the people. There's still a lot of hard.
Now wake up to this reality. Do you think the government is not going to give incentives and pay money for these companies to come? Look what Japan's doing.
Mm-hmm.
They've invested billions of dollars in getting companies to return from China back to Japan. You think we're not going to do that?
Right. We have to.
I mean, come on. That it's going to happen. So the challenge is not, is it going to happen or not? That's a given. The challenge for your audience, David, is, are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you the manufacturer that's willing to do it? Are you the sales team that's willing to join them? Are you the professional team that's willing to get involved with them? Can you sell them insurance? Can you lease them a car? All the things that are tangent to that.
Yeah.
And it's your time. And you're going to have to decide if you're going to emerge or watch and wait.
Mm-hmm.
No bueno. you're either going to be a winner or a watcher or a whiner. Those are your three things. I left off wiener because those are people who don't know anything's happening.
Right.
So I think you have to look at the challenge for what it is and say, hey, let's get ready.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give a talk on get ready.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the first part of get ready, get set, go. Because if you're not ready, there's no sense getting set and going because you got no place to go. And you're not going to be, you won't have the mindset to get there. So it's get ready, mindset, go.
It's almost like, the phrase ready, willing, and able. A lot of people are ready. A lot of people are able, but they're not willing to do the work, right?
Any one of those three will cause you death and destruction.
Yeah.
If you're not ready, no sense being willing and able. If you're not willing, no sense getting ready.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not able, no sense getting willing or ready.
Right.
So you have to have all three. And we're going to talk about that congruency. Like, what does it take to get ready?
Yeah.
What does it take to be willing? And what does it take to be able? Because being able, that's the go part. That's the action part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we're going to take those elements and we're going to make them happen. And we're going to make them happen for the gold belt, formerly known as the Rust Belt.
And we're going to do that May 21st. So next Thursday, actually a week from today, right? Is today Thursday? Yeah. Today, you forget what day it is, right? It's Thursday, I'm pretty sure. I know that because it's garbage day tomorrow. So it's Thursday, so a week from today, May 21st.
It seems like it's popping right up. So
2 o'clock. 2 o'clock to 4. Gold Belt webinar. I got it up there. And we're charging an insane price, right? I mean, to see you, the king of sales, for 2 hours and be able to ask questions and participate, it's only $99, right? And so it really is an incredible. And if you don't get, I'm gonna throw this guarantee out here personally. If someone sits through the 2 hours and does not receive 10 times that value, I will personally refund their $99 because we're going to get at least probably 100 times, if not more. But if they don't get at least 10 times, I'm going to refund their $99. I mean, what an incredible price investment.
And we're doing it. I'm trying to do strategic seminars and strategic webinars for companies who need the program, who need the process. I'm on Facebook Live every day at 9:59 a.m. Show up. If you're on this thing, just show up and hear what I talk about. And if you like that, buy the ticket.
Yeah.
And show up at the webinar and be ready, not just to learn, but to ask. Because everyone's got questions. Everyone's got concerns. Everyone's got some kind of something that they wish they had an answer to because we've never been through this before.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
I can give you ideas. I can give you some answers, but no one has all the answers. Not even the politicians, even though they claim they do.
Yeah.
And so I'm challenging you that now is your time to get ready. And David, I will be there. I'll be happy to be there. It'll be fun for me. It'll be fun for you. And the winner gets an Avanti. Oh, wait. They don't make them anymore.
T-shirt. Yeah. Avanti t-shirt. Or an Avanti mug. Your choice.
Okay.
Yeah. And you said something in one of your lives that stuck with me where a lot of people are saying, oh, here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to be when the world opens up again, right? When I can go back out. And you said something like, well, why are you going to wait until then? Like, do it now.
Right.
So then when the world opens, the rubber has hit the road. You're ready to go. Where else 99% of the other people have waited, right? And then they won't do it anyway. So
first of all, they think the world's going to go back to normal. It's not. It's going to go back to a new normal.
That's
it's going to move ahead to a new normal.
Mm-hmm.
And the way you do business will have changed forever while you were waiting for something to happen.
Yeah.
While you were waiting, virtual happened. While you were waiting, video happened. While you were waiting,
mastered Zoom. The other day, I was talking to a guy. We were going to have a meeting, and he said, "I said, you want to use my Zoom or yours?" He goes, "Well, I don't have a Zoom account yet." I'm like, "What?" I go, "It's free.
Yeah.
It's like get a free account for 40 minutes, right?" And I was like, "I think you're the only guy in the world that doesn't have Zoom." So
well, there's plenty of people.
Yeah,
believe me, there's plenty of people, but they will wake up to the reality that sales calls are going to be better made way, way better made on video.
Yeah.
Less expensive, just as personal, kind of fun, brand new. You can still have coffee. You can deliver the coffee. I mean, just think about that. Here, this is my mug of the day. It is do what you love. That's an expression that many people are asking themselves, what am I going to do when this is over? Answer, do what you love. Why the hell would you do anything else?
Yeah.
And
if
you're going to have this opportunity to return, I'm challenging you, get back there, get out there, make it happen for yourself.
Yeah.
And I'll see you on our webinar in another few days. We're going to do a couple more of these, David, because they're fun.
I love them. All right, let's do another one at 8 o'clock.
Well, I'm going to probably eat dinner with my little kid, but yes.
All right. You tell her.
Let's do another one this weekend.
All right. I'm game. You tell me how to use StreamYard. Cool. Thank you so much.
You got it.
I moved forward, and that's what Avanti means. You help me move forward
and
tonight.
So will every one of you who's watching this be able to move forward.
Yeah. Go to growwebinar.com. Thank you, Jeffrey. Really appreciate it.
And my pleasure. Cheers.
All right. Cheers. Bye, everybody.